So about 6 years ago, I got a call from Montreal. It was a blog in Montreal, Facebook, and someone called me and told me, "Listen, Ellie, we have some. They need. She broke her glasses. She lost her job. So I told her, listen, hope up in my store, and I saw how much effect you could have on someone.
Welcome, everybody, back to the podcast. We have a special guest today, Ellie. Ellie, where are you calling from today?
Hi everyone. Thanks for having me on the podcast. I'm calling from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
That's amazing. Hopefully, you don't have way too much snow.
Something, it's not so bad. I think New York is having a hit this week, so it's cold, but it's very warm in Montreal, so we're good.
Yeah, Montreal's kind of used to the snow. All right, so I saw what you're building with the Vision770. It feels more like a movement than an organization. What inspired you to start it?
So I started about 10 years ago. I think I always had in mind that I wanted to become a beautician. So I went to school, I got my degree, and my goal was to make accessible glasses for anybody, anyone. Inflation today, it's a bit hard to buy food. And I said, even more so, we should not even have an issue with glasses. I think vision is something very essential in a life. Anybody who needs a pair of glasses, needs contact lenses, whatever, any issues without vision can function in a regular day. So I made an organization, and today we have over 15 stores, clinics, optical stores, call it whatever you want, and we give accessible glasses. So we make sure we're not too pricey, we're not too low end, we're in the middle. We make it affordable and good quality, good service. That's the most important thing.
That's amazing. What was happening in the community that made you say this needs to exist?
So about a long time ago, let's say about 7, 8 years ago, I got a call from what I no, it's about COVID time, so about six years ago. So about 6 years ago, I got a call from Montreal. It was a blog in Montreal, Facebook, and someone called me and told me, "Listen, Ellie, we have some. They need. She broke her glasses. She lost her job. So I told her, listen, hook up in my store, and I saw how much effect you could have on someone. What I did is I made sure to have in our store that the policy that whoever doesn't have money, and if someone doesn't have money and really can't afford it, we'll be able to help them out in any ways. Like I said, we don't, we find ways to make it work with different payment terms, but our goal is it's the core of the business, and we're not only in optical stores, we have also our own line of glasses, we have our own laboratory that we do our lenses. We're very vertical, and what we realize is giving a service, giving client the accessibility to give the best way possible to come to a store, easy access. And our goal is, I'm not saying we're perfect, but our goal is always to improve and to be better.
It's amazing. How does your role actually look like day to day?
So that's a good question. So my day, I start early, finish late. 3 kids at home, all boys. So it's a bit. They're very young. So they're under 4 years old, 4, 2, and 6, 7 months. So I wake up in the morning, get my emails done, prep my emails. I always like to separate my emails with my task. So I'll pin my emails, whatever is important takes longer. Whatever can answer on the spot, I'll answer. I'll do this in my house. I'll head to the office, have a few meetings, different departments, get all whatever under control. If any pop-ups issues comes in, we'll figure it out, making sure with accounting, with the CFO, everything's under control on his side. At the lab, at the retail side, at GM, all a few meetings, about a lot of meetings in a day. And I'll continue seeing my emails, my messages on my phone, and finish the day, get ready for the next day, get my list of tasks for the next day, and that's it. Get home, eat, and play hockey once a week. So try to, balance up work and sports and family.
Watch your game, relax. Understandable.
Yeah, I'm not so good. So I just started about 6 months ago. I'm getting lessons, so I think you could be whatever position, whatever age. I think learning is everything. So I think success is all about accepting that you want to learn, because people think we're gonna learn, but it's not true. You have to accept that you're able to. You're gonna go down, but to go up. It's like a trampoline. Life is like a trampoline. I think it's business, anything in life, kids, anything. Sometimes you have bad days, good days, but you have to be on top. So you're gonna go down in the trampoline. You go down, down. Sometimes the most you go up. So it's going down to go up. So sometimes you're gonna learn, you're gonna teach. And like I said, I'm not looking to go to the NHL, but I think just to learn, play with, pick up, with friends, and why not?
Cool. When you're making tough decisions, what principles guide you?
What you mean by that?
Well, when you're making tough decisions, right? You got to sacrifice some things and focus on the other things. What principles do you use to guide you in making those decisions?
So today, like 2 hours ago, we had to like manage a new store opening. So we had different challenges. I think the most important is always to put facts on the tables. No emotion, putting facts on the table. This is the issue here. This is the issue here. What's the percentage of risk here? What's the percentage of risk here? And you take a smart decision. I think putting the issues on the table makes you understand that if you could do it, if you could take an issue, if you could do it, if there's an issue on the table, if let's say you close a store, what's the issue you're gonna have and what's the effect you're gonna have? And you have to, it's a percentage rate, what's the percentage yours gonna fail, what's the percentage is not gonna fail? And I think that's the smartest decision, and you just move forward. And you can't be scared. You have to take a decision and you have no choice. And there's no one else who's gonna take the decision besides you. As CEO and founder of the company, sometimes I have to take a decision and well, everyone's looking at me and but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna come back in 3 days, or I need a decision now. Since sometimes I'll ask them I need 24 hours, but I know I have the 24 hours. If you don't have 24 hours, you need a decision in the next 20 minutes. We're human beings. We do mistakes, so you're gonna do. I think the success of a CEO of an entrepreneur is lowering the risk. Always gonna have risk in everything you do. Nothing is gonna be perfect. I think we're not perfect as human beings. I think God is perfect, but one thing we know is you want to minimize your risk. And when you minimize your risk, you succeed because your competition is going to take a risk of 50%, you're going to take a risk of 10%. So that's a success. But no one's going to be perfect. That's what I think.
What major shifts are you seeing in the community engagement right now?
What do you mean by that? Repeat the question, and so if you
So,
could
what major
elaborate.
shifts are you seeing in the community engagement right now?
So I think in stores we go and in the community we go and like we're opening in Quebec City. It's a nice community over there. People are happy. We have a promotion in the in the Walmart stores in Quebec. We have location optical stores, and we have a promotion: two glasses for $200 for Simple Vision, and Progressive two glasses for 300. I think we made it simple. Come to us. We'll make it simple. You get two pair of glasses, one for far, one for close, one for sunglasses, one price, any prescription. We make it work. And if you really want extras, transition, different ads on, you could pay for it, but it's very low price. And the quality is we keep the standard to the next level. We don't want to low on the standards. Why? Because we want clients to be happy and not to come back to complain. And this is our success. We make sure we try our best to continue growing with keeping the same standards.
That makes perfect sense. How has technology influenced how communities gather and stay connected?
So I think community it's a big word here. We want to make a big changement. We want to give access to everyone at classes, eye exams. I think technology today with AI and with new technology today, people want fast service. They want quick, easy, and fast systems. We're currently working on the software to make it easier for clients to book appointments, book exams, to get a tracking of the glasses. I think this makes a better experience when they buy a pair of glasses and when they come to see their optical stores.
Cool. So, let's just switch gears here a little bit. What's working really well for Vision 77?
Listen, I think working well is our goal is to give a good service, and I think what we're doing well and what's working well is clients coming back. Client coming back because they see a service. We're here for them, and I'm repeating a lot of in service because we want clients to come back. We want patients to come back, and what's different us in different competition is we care from the beginning to see a patient from child until being a senior, coming to us, making sure we give you the service, the time. We have clinics with wheelchair accessible. And until you have ophthalmologists because we need to refer you, we'll have connection with ophthalmologists to make sure we give you the from A to Z, the full service.
Okay. Where do you feel there's friction behind the scenes in your business operations?
In which department? What you mean? But it's a big question.
Overall, I mean, there's friction anywhere, like some bottlenecks or stuff like that.
I think hiring today is a challenge. No, I would not say a challenge, more having the right people, having the same, everyone's perfect, everyone's good. I think everyone has good, positive advantages, disadvantages. Everyone's different. I think finding the right person who has the same value, that's a bit of a challenge. But when you find the good values and you have the same mindset, I think it goes very well. I think this would be a friction we have today.
Okay. Um, What takes more time or energy than it should?
What takes more time? Like I said, in general overall,
Yeah,
I
in
think
general.
like regular tasks, we've tried with AI to make it the optimization issues, but I think planning projects takes time. Sometimes construction issues, but you work it out. You make it work to have a system, but sometimes it takes more time. But it's repetitive. But we make it work.
Okay. What metrics or indicators tell you the community is healthy or your business is healthy?
If the community is healthy,
Yep.
what do you mean by community, by the way?
Well, I guess it's your business. If your
The
business is
metrics, I think, listen, the clients coming back, patients coming back, numbers, you want to make sure you're profitable and the company is going well. And that's, I think, these metrics makes your KPIs, you want to try to have the key performance indicators to make it work that, every company has different KPIs. We have some that we look for it and we make sure that these ones we have standards and we make it work so the company can grow and give more clinics, open more stores, giving more service to clients, patients, and yeah, that's about it. And to grow, because if we don't grow, patient will not get the service, and employees will not get the jobs. We will have to cut jobs.
okay. Are there areas where you wish you had clear visibility or data?
Listen, for sure, the more data you have, the better it is. We like to have more, like in marketing and what type of clients what they're looking for. But I think our metrics are good. We make sure to keep what we need. We can't get everything, but whatever we have, I think we work with that, and we always grow. So idea is always to grow and to continue scaling up.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Where do you want Vision 770 to be 12 months from now?
I think 12 months is it's a bit short. I would say 5 years from today. I think our company is the Group Vision 770 because there's a lot of entity inside. And next 5 years to be one of the tops in Canada of all eyewears online and regular.
That's a way to go.
Yeah, I think listen, I think we have the powers, we have the management, we have the finance for that, and I think listen, people are trusting us and people were going for that.
If growth was X what it is today, what would break first?
If growth would be 10x, what would break?
Yeah, what's the first thing that would break if it was 10X today?
What you mean by break?
Bottlenecks or longer
Well, I
follow
think
ups?
hiring here, construction to be able to supply what you need. Our lab will have to grow to open more, more stations. But I think we're ready for the challenge. We're ready to make it grow. I'm not so scared to grow 10x.
If you had a magic wand and could fix one operational bottleneck immediately, what would it be?
If we had a magic power,
Yeah, like if you had a magic stick, magic wand, and wave it and you fix one operational bottleneck immediately, what would it be?
I think operation wise, they get reports, better data, or optimize their data up to date with AI. I think that would be I'll say if I would be able to do magic. But sadly, magic doesn't exist, so you have to make magic in reality.
Well, magic, I think it does exist already. If you play around with the latest cloud bot, that's pretty much magic.
Yes, it is magic, but like I said, magic is there's always work on it. So magic literally work with I think with AI today, magic it is. Just have to continue using it and continue working on to make it work.
Yeah, I played around with the latest cloud bot and I asked a friend of mine who is also looking into this what he's up to. And I think he spent about a week and a half trying to get an output from CloudBot just for one product that he was creating. And I followed another path, let's just put it that way. Installed it on my computer. I set up the workspace and I let it run the code. And instead of a week and a half, I think I created one product as he was doing in under 20 minutes. That's like
Yeah,
researching the
that's
markets.
magic. Let's call it magic.
Yeah, researching the markets, looking up the product, looking at the competition, picking it, creating it, QAing it, and then giving him the product within 20 minutes. That was just insane. All right, let's switch on to the next topic. How are you currently managing communications with members?
That's a good question, by the way. I think that's marketing. I would say I would leave this question for marketing. Like I said, we have different ways to reach out. Sure, like email, Google Ads, and all these different platforms. But I think marketing has better view. I don't have the right information.
Okay. How do you track engagement over time?
Tracking data, like I said, it's also marketing. I think I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure. Listen, they have different ways to track engagement that they see. I think listen, store by store is different, department by department, but it's more a marketing question. So I'll pass to the different question.
Okay. Let's just see here. All right. So that's about 12 months. So if you zoom out 5 years, what does your company look like in 5 years? Yep. Okay. Let's just see here. What partnerships would accelerate your mission?
It's a broad question. What you mean by partnership?
I guess if you could partner with other companies or get their services, would this accelerate your mission, or you're basically a one-stop shop for everything yourself?
Listen, we're not one-stop shop. I think a different partnership, it's good. Different departments, depends department, but it's a big question what type of partnership. But I think we have a lot of collabs with different companies that we work with, and I think it's a success to work with different and having different resources. So we're always open to merge and to work together.
Sounds good. What's a moment in your journey that almost made you quit, if there was one?
There was none. I have determination to make it work. Not to make it work because it's gonna work. So I don't think there's was never a question that one day I'm gonna stop. I think I have the power and I have the drive, too much drive to make it work. And my goal is to continue to grow and to my mission to make it accessible for anyone in Canada.
Okay. What book or mentor shaped your leadership the most?
What book? I think I'll say my wife. I think it's not a book, but I think my wife gives me courage since the first day. We met a long time ago. We got married. I think we have kids, and our mission is to continue. She's an architect. She helps me. I think she'll be my mentor. I think to continue make me grow. And she's an architect, so she's very she's very logic. So it helps me as an entrepreneur to continue growing. So I think I'll give her the medal to her.
Oh, that's amazing. Keeping it in a family. If Vision770 were a tech startup pitching venture capitalists, what would it be? Like, what superpower would it be? What would you pitch?
If I had to pitch a venture capital.
Correct.
Listen, if I have to bet to a VC, I think we have the right people. It's a vertical company. We have all the resources here to good prices, good buying, good location. It's a long term. It's a solid business. I think we're here to make it grow, and we're here to make it work, and we're here to continue making grow. It's been 10 years in the business, but I think we have softwares. We want to develop a lot of software, so we'll need probably the help of venture capitals if we do need, if I had to pitch, obviously. But at the moment, we're not looking for venture capitals. But
Yeah, I don't think you even need venture capitalists to develop any software, to be honest. Because
what?
I don't think you need any venture capitalists to develop any software nowadays. Because I came across a tool called Emergent.sh, and it's a prompt. So you give it description what you want to create, what kind of website, what should go on it. Of course, you should get more detailed descriptions from ChatGPT. You upload all documentation into Emergent, and it literally creates the entire site for you. It's gonna take a couple of days, but it's not gonna cost you what you would typically pay a developer. You can create a
Crazy.
site which would cost otherwise maybe 50 grand. You can create it for like $200. So
And
I created
that's
like
what you do?
I've created 4 sites for various businesses already. And I'm running, I'll just say, I have 3 startups which I'm running, and I've created those sites for 3 of them using Emergent already. And I'm helping other people doing that as
Using
well. So
what?
I've created 3 sites for my startups that I have using Emergent, and I'm
Emergent?
helping
What's
other.
emergent?
Emergent is a website which creates a website for you. It's
Okay,
basically
cool.
AI programming, I guess, tool. You can
Right.
just look it up. It's emergent.sh. So if you want to create any software or a website, that's basically my suggestion. Just go there and don't hire anybody.
What?
Don't need anybody anyways. All right. What's something funny that happened behind the scenes at an event?
At an event?
Well, sorry, at your business, basically. So anything happened behind the scenes as you're operating your
Mm,
business?
I don't see, I don't think nothing. Funny?
Or interesting, I guess. When I used to work for various companies, I would approach people on social events and ask them, share a story of something interesting or messed up that happened throughout your, career. And I used to hear a lot of interesting stories. I just put it that way.
So I think those businesses, you see everything. Not there's nothing. There's experience. We have experience that people would cry when they had glasses because kids would never had glasses before. We had people telling us that they never saw. So clearly, we had doctors finding issues in the eyes, finding a cancer on a patient
Mm.
very early because of an OCT scan that we had. Because with the special equipment we have, we could see long issues on long term. I think. Listen, I think that's interesting for you.
Do you also create glasses which the colorblind people can wear to correct the vision for them?
Yes, we have the special lenses.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, we offer them in stores.
All right, a couple more questions here. And just so you know, like I'm gonna edit the podcast. So anything you don't like, we can cut out from it,
Mhm.
which we'll do before we share it. Let's just see here. Are younger generations engaging differently than the previous ones?
I think yes. I think a younger generation with AI, I think everything's easy, everything is fast. So I think you're having some challenge of people to work in stores and different ideas. But I think with different services we give to stores and to young adults and to young entrepreneurs, and we're always to grow with them and to make them exceed.
Just out of curiosity, are you using any AI in your current operations?
I use ChatGPT for sure for general. Besides that, I don't think so.
The most bread and butter for everybody nowadays is basically what is it? Chatbots, inbound call agents, outbound call agents. And it's kind of interesting. That emergent site, which I told you, once I've done creating my
What's
website,
that emergent?
I'll give you a link. It's a business, it's a website, which allows you to create website based from a prompt. So you give it a prompt and it creates the whole thing for you. It can
Okay, you
create,
give me what you want, and they do the same.
yeah, you basically give it, for example, say I want to create a website where people can search for traveling destinations or stuff like that. And
Can
I
you
just
give them a
create,
website like another website?
yeah, it's another website. It's not my business. I'm just something that I'm using.
No, but can you give a website, say, I want a copy of this type of website idea?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That does it for you.
What's it called?
What's most interesting is that as you give it tasks to do,
Emergent?
yeah, I'll give it a link in the chat. Emergent.
Build full task web, and what exactly what's your business?
My business, I have AI startup, which provides AI solutions, basically. That's one of them. I also have a wellness retreat. So it's a website which aggregates all the wellness retreats. So instead of traveling to get drunk on the beach, you travel to get some wellness services. So I got two of those. I just wanted to finish one interesting thing about the Emergent. Sorry, I'm talking about it too much. It's not my product, but I'm just so fascinated by it. Typically, whenever you want to deploy any AI solutions, you need to hire somebody, right? So in Emergent, once I'm done with my website, it asks me, would you like to deploy a chatbot? I'm like, well, of course I do. Why not? Same for, I think, what was the other thing they asked me? So I created a website and they asked me if I want to deploy a mobile application. So that just blew my mind because I already paid a lot of money to get this done. And basically, instead of hiring people, I just recreated everything with Emergent because it's much more convenient. Anyways, well, Ellie, this has been a pleasure. Thank you for having us on your podcast. Hopefully, you'll be able to reach #1 spot in Canada in your business. And yeah, if you have anything else to say for closing, let me know.
Listen, thanks for having me on the show. Looking forward to see it online, and I'll share around. Thanks again.
Fantastic.
Thanks, appreciate it.